The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Farmers Bank and Capital Trust, Lowe's Sporting Goods, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Brian Milam. Thanks for co-hosting today, Mr.
Cameo
Milam.
appearance
That's right.
late in the basketball.
Well, you're always on here with the highlights, you and Lee K.
Right.
This week it'll be just you with Lee K out covering UK and NCAA tournaments.
Yeah, he's out in the fields of Iowa somewhere, so
Well,
it's okay.
It's Sweet 16 time. You and I love that time of the year.
is.
We've got some coaches in the studio. They're going to talk to us and kind of break down the brackets of the Sweet 16.
Well, the Sweet 16, they don't call it the greatest show in hoops for nothing. It is the marquee event of the year for the KHSAA, and we get to talk basketball, and everybody invades Lexington for the next, during this week every year.
They sure do. And our feature is going to be the first round matchups, and there were some outstanding matchups in the first round.
There are always great storylines leading into the first round. Buckhorn making its first appearance since the late 80s. Lawrence County, first time ever, and things in between, and a huge first round matchup with Mercer County and Dunbar, which in many cases could be a game later in the tournament.
Absolutely. Our scholar athletes, Brian, they hail from Henry Clay High School. They're cheerleaders, but they throw out that old adage about, dumb jocks or whatever, because these young ladies all have 4.0s in the classroom.
Yeah, and 4.0, if you knew me in high school, I couldn't count to 4, so it was okay.
If they totaled hours up, I'm not sure. Now we might get to a 4.0, all that. And we're looking forward to another Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week as we head down to Nicholasville. Don Gabbard says, don't text and drive, high school kids from Sutherland Chevrolet. Rob Ullery's here. Rob is always a fixture on this show because when we started this show 13 years ago, he's one of the first guys that helped me put it all together. So.
Well, you have to use those people that make the show good, and those people that take care of athletes.
Right.
You have to have them in there.
And he does take care of them.
Right.
He keeps them in the game. Also, in the wrap, Presley Dawson, Keegan Thomas will join us as well. They're also part of that great Henry Clay cheer team. I mean, they got so many smart girls on that cheerleading. It's hard to keep up with all of them. But we do have the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We call it Game Time here, this time with Brian Milam. These highlights brought to you by Lowe's Sporting Goods. Lowe's are down in London, and they're in Corbin.
Franklin County girls have had a season to remember. 31 wins coming into today's state championship game, the school's first girls state championship game appearance since 1980. Taking on Butler in the finals. The crowd was ready, but it was a disastrous start for the Lady Flyers. Off the no-look pass, Molly Lockhart scores for Butler. Franklin County fell behind 15-0, but the seventh grader, Brooklyn Miles off the bench for 6 first-half points. And right before the buzzer, the putback by Savannah Courtney cuts the lead to just 10, 24-14. But the second half started just like the first. Butler scores the first 14 points of the second half. The best season in school history for Franklin County comes up one short. Butler is the state champion, 62-36.
Welcome back into the show. Gary Ball, Brian Milam. We want to thank Bob Roberts Insurance. They're out in Richmond, Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance, they insure half this great state of Kentucky. Thanks to those folks. And speaking of the great state of Kentucky, the Sweet 16 is this week in Lexington, Kentucky. We got 3 outstanding Sweet 16 coaches, some new, some at a school that's kind of historically at the Sweet 16, but new for him as a head coach. So thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate you joining us. I know it's a busy week getting ready for the Sweet 16. Let's start with Dunbar coach Scott Chaw. I've noticed it's been 19 years since Dunbar got to the Sweet 16, but, past players like Cameron Mills, saw him at all the games at the district and region, have really embraced your team, and your team also has embraced the past there at Dunbar. I like that.
Yeah, the guys have really enjoyed trying to get into the tradition of things. Cameron's been really supportive and followed a lot of the games, and then he You know, he even had the team over to his house for a dinner after we won the regional tournament. So we all went over there, and some of the cheerleaders had a really nice time. It was he had a lot of memorabilia and history of Dunbar out and all over the place in his house, and so the guys really enjoyed kind of seeing the past and getting a little connection there.
You're talking about the past, and we do have the past and the present with Lawrence County. First time making it to the Sweet 16. And as we spoke before the show, Lawrence County known primarily for football and baseball, but now basketball has come into the lexicon up there.
Yeah, we're hoping we can get to the same heights as the football and baseball teams have done over the past few years.
What's that been like, though, to finally get over the hump?
It was great. It was a lot of pressure going in on these guys, just knowing that they had such a great chance to finally get over that hump. And now that we've kind of done that, it's kind of a little bit of a relief. And the guys, I think, are going to play pretty loose going into Rupp.
You know, and Coach Davis, when we think of South Laurel, we think of tradition, state championships. Everybody knows the performance Walt Allen put on, 31 points in that game. It was outstanding. You've tried to, and you sort of embellish, you relish that role of having all that great history. I know you do, because having a winner is better than the alternative, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the last 4 years, we've tried to rebuild that and build on the past, just like Coach said, remember the past guys and what they've done in the past. And even Laurel County, we've honored them.
Right.
We don't want to forget the championships they've had. So our guys have really taken that with pride. We've kind of redid our uniforms this year with the throwback to honor those guys and brought back the gray, and it's been a really special year with them and how they've taken that challenge on.
And beating a great Clay County team in the regional final. I know that's a team that also steeped in tradition, so that really sums up that region, doesn't it?
Yeah, our region was really tough. You look at the games, they were all close, and I know we won all the games in the region by 20, but they were a lot closer than the final score.
Well, the regular season that you guys had, you played Mercer County, Taylor County, Owen County, a lot of heavyweight programs.
Yeah.
And of those three and then another, you only lost by like 11 points. So you played a tough schedule to get there.
We did, and it was, you know, by design to play a real tough schedule for what we did last year. We didn't get out of the district, but we had a lot of guys returning, and I wanted our guys to understand how to finish games and to compete against better teams. So when we got to the tournament, we weren't shocked, or our guys wouldn't back down. They would know how to handle those. Mercer County and Owen County at the beginning of the year were really two tough teams for us to play, and I think even though we lost, it helped build our confidence going forward.
And Coach Chalk, you and I talked a lot throughout the season, but you felt like after we talked that the Christmas tournament you won at Catholic was a turning point for Dunbar. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, there were actually 6 or 7, we tried to figure it up last night, tournaments that are in the Sweet 16 that were in that tournament. So it was definitely a good, you know, kind of a watermark chance for us to make a difference and see if we were really ready to stand up to the competition. So we really felt good about that. It was a big impact for us.
And you beat Trinity in the championship,
Right.
who, as you said, is in the Sweet 16 field this year.
When we look at the teams to finally get there, I mean, 16 of the best, but to finally make it, what's the preparation like, especially for first-time coaches to get in this thing? What's that like leading up to it?
So we've tried to keep it pretty light this week as far as not putting a lot of pressure on the guys, kind of keep them relaxed going into Rupp. It's a big environment. We've had a couple, nothing like Rupp, but we've played in a few arenas, nothing that size, but we do have a little bit of experience with that, and hopefully that'll help us out.
You know, coaches, there'll be a lot of media at this, you know, a lot of media coverage, statewide media, radio, some television, everything. So what will you do, what will you tell your ball club as you head out to Rupp Arena and play your first game at the Sweet 16, Coach?
Well, you know, we're going to talk about just trying to keep your focus inside the lines of the court, you know, and not on everything else that's outside the lines, because outside the lines at Rupp is like nothing else they've ever been around. So we're going to try to just focus on what's inside the lines. That's something we know.
Right. Coach?
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. We just want to keep them focused on what they're there to do, and that's to play a basketball game. Like I said, we've got 4 seniors and a junior in our starting lineup that's been starting for 4 years, and hopefully that'll help us out.
Well, guys, we're just about out of time, but we appreciate your time and joining us on the show. Good luck at the state tournament. We look forward to covering you, and it's been a great season regardless. Great job by all of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's some Sweet 16 coaches and doing a great job. Now we're going to this feature. It's on the Sweet 16 first round action highlights.
It all began with Buckhorn and Murray starting us off on Wednesday. Murray's Preston English caps off a 17-3 second quarter for the Tigers. and Murray would win going away 62-35. Newport Central Catholic got a huge boost from Ben Wire, 19 points, 13 boards, and the Rocks went 15 minutes without a point. Newcath gets the win 48-33. Elliott County's Chase Porter put on a scoring display against Bowling Green, getting the soft bounce here. He had 28, but the Purples had the power, 75-59. The major matchup of the first round, Dunbar and Mercer County. The Bulldogs would survive thanks to Tavion Hollingsworth, 32 points, 58-55 PLD with the W. Lawrence County and Doss started day number 2, and they would fall to the Dragons 66-55. South Laurel faced number 1 ranked Christian County, but South Laurel would upset the Colonels 53-50. Rim protector Caleb Taylor says, I got it. The 6'9 Taylor with 1 block shot gets another and draws a foul. He had the charge right there, and the Cardinals pull off the stunner. Without Pig Williams, Mason County had no shot against Taylor County. Quentin Gooden, 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. Cardinals win big time, 94-65. South Oldham advanced in round 1, smothering Owensboro Catholic, 58-34. South Oldham shooting 41% from three-point range this year, and it was all South Oldham, and that's how the first round unfolded at the Sweet 16.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm Curtis Brown with Gary Ball and Henry Clay Cheer. Now, Katie, you have a 4.0 GPA and a very impressive cheer career, so what do you focus on to maintain excellence in these both?
I think during the season, I really have to focus on managing my time because I have a very little amount of time, so I can't afford to waste any. So whenever I have a free minute or hour or whatever, I go to the gym or just study or do homework or anything I can do to catch up.
Well, it's working. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Anna Mae, 4.0 GPA. Congratulations for that. I know Mom and Dad are proud of that 4.0. It's not easy to keep all those high standards because you got a tough curriculum there at Henry Clay. I know that.
Yeah.
What would you say to younger student athletes coming up, how to maintain this excellence that you've been able to achieve?
I would just say, just don't stress about it, especially if you're doing a sport. It really helps me. I know how to. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. It helps me not stress because we stress at competitions and stuff, and so I know how to stress. So it makes everything less stressful, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Good advice, actually.
And Kennedy, you have a 3.8 GPA and also very good at cheerleading, so you really make it look easy. So how do you maintain this and give a helpful advice to everyone else to try to balance everything?
Probably managing my time between practices and school, because when you have late practices, you don't have much time, so you either have to do it before or you stay up late to do it.
Coach, are grades something you talk a lot about to your cheerleading squad before the season, or are these young ladies, they just want to excel and exceed in the classroom?
Well, they know coming in that they're student athletes. First and foremost, that means they're students in the classroom. We follow Henry Clay's academic ineligibility or eligibility, so I think their parents, along with myself and themselves, have a high standard that is set. But we, as a cheer team, if one of them is ineligible, it affects the whole team. It doesn't just affect one player and I can stick somebody in on the bench. So they know what it feels like to have a teammate that has become ineligible, and I think that helps them strive to get those grades up and keep them up for their team too.
This show, as my man Curtis here knows, we started this show to stress academics. So Crown Trophy wants to present a beautiful plaque. Each one of you will receive one with your name on it in school, and there's a copy of it. But thank you all very much. And keep up the great work. And Coach, you keep up the great work at Henry Clay. And then in the wrap, we're going to have a couple more of your young ladies, right? In our wrap, we're going to talk to them. And now we're going to this Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes from the Boys State Tournament, and in this instance, it prevents a drive from taking place. South Laurel 6'9 center Caleb Taylor delivers the defense in the waning seconds, preventing Christian County from moving on. South Laurel would pull off the upset 53-50. Caleb Taylor blocks a shot, then draws a charge as South Laurel has moved on to the state semifinals. That's our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, our UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery segment. Join us, Rob Ullery, with UK Sports Medicine. Always great to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure, Gary.
We know we're going to get information that we need to stay in the game.
We try to keep you in the game.
And this month, March, the whole month of March, National Athletic Training Month. That's been a big month for UK Sports Medicine.
It's a big month for UK Sports Medicine. It's a big month for athletic trainers throughout the state of Kentucky.
Right.
I'm also the president of the State of Kentucky Athletic Trainers Society, so we're really trying to do a good job of promoting what we do, because a lot of people don't know what we as athletic trainers do and what we try to take care of.
And you know, since it's Athletic Training Month, a lot of people want to know, how do you become an athletic trainer?
There are a lot of programs in the state that will allow you to become an athletic trainer. It's a lot of hard work, but you've got to like dealing with kids. You got to like taking care of people. The bottom line is just taking care of people.
You know, and you've got the website too. You got the walk-in clinic, which I think is fantastic for us weekend warriors who think we can play tennis.
Monday through Friday, we have the walk-in clinic out there at our new place on Harrodsburg Road, the old Turfland Mall location.
Beautiful facility.
Our hashtag for National Athletic Trainer Month is hashtag NATM 2016. So on Twitter, those that tweet on social media. Also, we're having a thing called Thankin' AT, hashtag Thankin' AT. It's a $25 donation to the foundation, and they'll send a card to an athletic trainer thanking them for their service.
When's your big golf outing coming up? I know I used to get an email from you on that.
Yeah, we usually have a golf outing coming up in June, so we'll be having that. And our motto for the month is a safer approach to work, life, and sport. So that's our motto for the month for the National Athletic Training Month.
You do a great job, and I know it's been a great month over there at UK.
It's been a great month, and it's to continue on working the Sweet 16.
That's right. I'll see you over there.
We'll be there.
Rob Ullery from UK Sports Medicine. It's National Athletic Training Month. Now we'll go to this final highlight package of Sweet 16 action with Brian Milam. These highlights brought to you by P-Rats. Think outside that corporate box.
Boys Sweet 16 quarterfinal action. Dunbar and Bowling Green, the 11th region champions, looking for a trip to the state semifinals for the first time since 1994. A guy named Cameron Mills played back then. Bowling Green riding a 25-game winning streak and led Dunbar by 14. D'Angelo Wilson. That three makes it 36-26. Here come the Bulldogs. Second half, Tavion Hollingsworth in the open court all the way in. Now it's a one-point game when Hollingsworth kicks it to Jordan Lewis for three. 42-40, Dogs have rallied. Final moments, Purples can cut it to one with a three, but it's off the mark. And Tavion Hollingsworth grabs it. He will go the other end for the layup, putting the icing on the cake, and the Bulldogs are in the semifinals, rallying from a 14-point hole and win at 57-51. And this thing was something else.
And back here to wrap it up, Gary Ball, Curtis Brown. We've got some great young ladies, Keegan and Presley from the cheerleading squad, Henry Clay. Thanks for sticking around and joining us on what we call the wrap, which means you're on a very important segment. We wrap it up here. So tell us, why is being a cheerleader at Henry Clay so much fun, and what do you like about it the most?
I'd probably say over the past 2 years how close we've gotten as a team, and then we got a new coach, and she's awesome. And I've learned to rely on people on and off the mat.
How about you, Ms. Preston?
I just love the bond that we have. Like, I've been on a lot of teams, but this team is so close, and it's so sad losing the people that we have, but we've, come so close together this year. It's amazing.
And you got to cheer on that really good Henry Clay boys and girls basketball team were very good this year. That had to be a lot of fun cheering for them.
They were super good, and they went really far, and they fought really good.
And, of course, Curtis, we want to thank all the great Sweet 16 coaches that came in to join us. It's been a great tournament this week at Rupp Arena. And, as always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see.
Keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Farmers Bank and Capital Trust, Lowe's Sporting Goods, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.